What system are you using, Lokesh? What system are you using? The computer?
The Arch Linux.
No, what is the system, not the OS?
So the desktop environment, this is called Hyperland.
No, I'm asking you what is the computer you are using?
Oh, okay. That so this is a Acer laptop, Predator Helios 300.
Okay. You're working on SD card, is it?
Yes, so I have both Windows and Linux. Linux, I didn't give much storage, so for that I plugged in it.
What is the size of your SD card?
64 GB only, sir. But it's only for media and projects only.
Yeah. No, be careful because if you're loading a lot of shape files and all, it might take bigger space.
I'm planning on getting a new laptop during Diwali. Just waiting
No,
for
I'm not advocating that you get a new laptop. I'm just saying that when you, if at all possible, then don't load a lot of shape files in your SD card.
Okay.
Control L.
I think, sir, I ran something twice. That's why it's giving error. So I just wanted to clear the environment.
Can you walk us through the code first?
Yes, sir. First, we imported tidyverse, and so even when I clear the environment, the libraries are attached.
Okay, you go to session. Environment libraries are attached. You have to either restart the session. When you restart the session, libraries are detached. Now, we'll try.
Sure.
Environment is environment. Okay.
Oh.
So what is there in your current RStudio session? Not what's loaded in the background.
First, we loaded the required libraries, tidyverse, here, and janitor. Then, using here, we read the data file into DS. And then I ran janitor at the very beginning itself to clean the name.
Yeah.
Then in this step, I wanted to, because the state names also had additional information inside of it. All of this. So I just wanted to extract the name of the state and discard all of the rest of. I wanted to extract the name of the state into a separate variable. So for that, I created a new variable called state and used str remove and pass the existing state UT column and use this expression to match everything after the state name until the very end. And because it also had additional information for districts, we can see that it mentions the total number of districts. I created another variable called total district and using str extract removed mask this pattern to get just this number.
Can you explain us the regex part of it?
Yes, for the first one or the second one?
Both.
Okay. The first one, the reject pattern says that every starting.
Okay, well, you have to come up with, I mean, you have to explain what regex is. I'm sure everybody
as I understood it, regex is a sort of a small language or a common way of describing patterns that many different languages use apparently, and we can use that in R also. So in regex, you can either match a pattern using literal characters. So a letter, the C, O, T, these are all literal characters. And then there are some special characters that they call meta characters. So using a combination of literal and meta characters, you can specify a pattern that will match. So for this, in this string, the pattern I've given is a space, which is a literal character, followed by a capital T, a small o, small t, small a, small n. After which I have given the dot character, which is a meta character. So dot means match any character. And after that, the plus sign is supposed to be a quantifier. So it modifies the preceding character or preceding substring and tells us for how many times that should be repeated. So plus means repeat either one or more. So after total any number of characters until the end, it will match. Did I make sense?
So what if I want just 2 characters after total?
So total only 2 characters. I think this is how it is.
Just,
I'm not sure what this is. So should I try STR view to just test
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Matches 2 characters.
One space and one
D.
the next character. Okay.
Yeah. So here I mapped it until the end because we didn't want anything after the name of the state in that column.
Can you put the same thing in the STR view and show us? So all that is there in blue is going to be removed, right?
Yes.
Because all that is selected.
Yes.
Can you similarly walk us through the second?
Yes. So for this, the regular expression, so this syntax means that first match, so the question mark character is usually meant to signify that something is optional. So if it is dot and question, if it's say L and question mark, then it means either an L is allowed, or if it's not there also it is fine. But in this context, it seems to mean that less than or equal to, and then the dash character. So that means this is matching everything before the dash character, including the dash character, but not including.
Okay. Can you break it down?
Okay. So question mark and then less than equal to. This much specifies that whatever character comes after this, everything up until the character, including the character, will be matched out. So it will not be a part of the match that will be given. So the match that we are giving is dot, which means any character at all, and plus, which means all characters following that. And then we are specifying up until when. So for that, when I was checking online, they said that if I give D, then it will match everything up to D and include D as well. But in order to exclude D, in order to make the regex not greedy, we specify it in this manner, that we specify question mark is equal to D. So it picks everything until the D, but does not include it. So it picks everything after the dash and until the D. And because we also entered it with additional white space, in the next step, I parsed it as double in order to get a numeric instead of a character.
I think you guys should be a little more vocal, no? The rest of you.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir. I could.
Okay.
The first thing I understood STRMO stativity total. That means it will take up to total. But the second thing I didn't understand much.
It is getting complicated.
Okay.
Okay, I think what Lokesh has done is a very powerful way of using regular expressions to extract data. But one of the things is that it is a little difficult to understand. Even
first did this, I hadn't learned looked up the proper method, so that's why I was just piecing together things. But now I think I can find a better way.
Okay, Lokesh, how long did you spend to come up with this?
Yesterday, around an hour or so.
I'm impressed actually, because if it were me, it would have taken half a day. But yeah, okay. If you spent just an hour, then that means you're a natural regular expression speaker. Anyway, I think there might be okay, if you don't get an option to use regular expressions, how would you do it? Yeah, how would you do it? Why don't you yeah, after line 30 you can just do it once again and show us if you don't have to use regular expressions. You should try to speak while you're writing. Huh?
Okay. We pick the state UT column from the DF data set and we're piping it to the I. Then the string will be automatically passed because of the pipe. The pattern we will give it is I directly tried. I didn't know about STR split when I was looking it up. So with this, I'm confused about how to specify the pattern.
Okay, why don't you say districts with a capital D? Okay. Just try what's happening. You need to say
which index?
1. You say I equals to 1. Okay. Now you put a pipe after that, and then copy whatever is there in the top. Without the pipe, yeah, you can remove the pipe. And I equals to 2 hyphen. Instead of districts, you use hyphen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can parse number pipe and say parse double. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. What Lokesh has done in the earlier step is in a very elegant way, in a single line, has done all of this. But since I'm not as expert as him, I would have done it this way. I hope this is also clear. There's nothing right and wrong. Just saying whatever is comfortable to you, right? Are you understanding the rest of you? I didn't get a little more feedback. You guys
Yes, sir.
had a dinner, is it?
Actually, sorry, sir, I have joined a little late, so
Okay.
I'm yet to get it. So I think I'll listen to recordings later. The first part.
I think you have not missed a lot. I think Lokesh, why don't you run? We were just asking Lokesh to because he mentioned that he has done some work since yesterday's session. So we were just asking him to show what he has done.
Okay, sir. That
So
I got it.
yeah.
Yes, sir. And what he has done exactly, I'm not understanding after that mutate the
Okay.
steps.
Okay, Lokesh, why don't you run? Run in the sense, explain us from line 18 to 23 once again, and then contrast it with what has been done in line
31.
31 to 34.
So in line 18, we're first piping df, and then using the mutate function, we are creating a new variable called state. And what
Okay,
this does,
just before Lokesh can go ahead, the way Lokesh is using only one mutate function to create two variables. Okay, is using one mutate function and is nesting two variables in it called states and total districts. This is totally acceptable. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so that you know that you don't have to say mutate this and then again mutate this and then mutate this. It's just saying like, okay, if it were up to me, what I would have done is I would have just uh, uh, in line 21 before the
yes,
bracket, I would have removed the bracket and I would have just said pipe pass double right then and there.
okay.
Why don't you try
But
that?
how will we specify which of the two? Because we created two variables.
Why don't you do that in no, yeah, remove line 22.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sir. What does parse double do?
It
Lokesh.
will convert the character into.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Not
Change.
that Lokesh. Before the comma of the previous line,
Okay.
remove that pipe. We'll come back to that question, Shruti. Just 1 minute.
Okay, okay.
Pass double and remove the comma, and instead of comma on the top, you use pipe.
Within the mutate function itself.
Yeah, and then put the parse double in the same line.
In the same.
Yeah, it's one and the same, but you see what I did.
I couldn't.
Okay,
figure out.
why don't you say view
Okay.
df or glimpse df or whatever. Last line. Okay.
I didn't know we could use pipe like this.
See, the syntax for pipe is simple. Take this and then do that.
Okay.
So what you're saying is, you could have easily, you're saying take str, extract this, string from it, and then parse it as double. That's what you're trying
Okay.
to say.
So this much part is what is being piped here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I was explicitly saying put it in one line so that you don't
Oh.
confuse. Okay.
Okay.
Shruti, okay. I think Lokesh, why don't you explain, Shruti, why you're using this parse double and
So
what
if I
does it do?
explain the 18 to 21, then I'll be able to explain why pass double is required.
Yeah, do that.
So first we piped here into mutate, and we created a new variable called states, and we are using the str remove function, and the string that we are giving it is the existing state underscore ut variable, that column, and in that we are using this regular expression. So a regular expression is a way of specifying a pattern using two types of characters. One are literal characters, where every character corresponds to what we are typing. So a T will match a T, a small o will match a small o, and so on. Like a space character will match a space character. And then there are meta characters, which can be used to modify. So a dot character means match any character. It can be a space, a number, or a punctuation mark, or whatever. So here we are saying that in this string that we are giving it, which is all India total district, we wanted to match starting with a space that is followed by a T, a small O, a small t, a small a, a small l. Then we are saying dot. So we are saying match any character. And the plus after that say is the modifier for the preceding character. So if we say plus, it means one or more. So after total, if there are one or any number of characters, it will match all of them. And because our function is str remove, whatever it matches, it removes. So that is how in the here we can see that the new states that was created, it only has the first part, like everything after the starts with the space and total, and after that is removed.
Oh.
And the other variable we are creating is called total underscore district. So because this state UT had this information of the number of districts, in order to extract that, we are using the str extract function. And once again, we are specifying a regular expression match. So this match, so we can see that here, what we actually want is this number. And the things that we can see around it is that there's a dash before it and a capital D after that. So in order to say that dash, we use this notation. So this notation, we use a question mark, a less than an equal sign. So together, this means that everything, whatever character comes after this, everything up until that, including the character, should not be matched in our final match. So we are specifying the match to be excluded from our match. After which we say after the dash, dot. So dot means any character and any number of characters up until the D that we saw is after that. So for that, if we simply type D, it will include that D as well, but we don't want the D. So for that, we use this notation which conveys that we want everything up to the D, but not the D. So when we run this, what ends up happening is that we get, if we can do this, what we are getting is this blue highlighted part. So we can see that there's a space before also and a space after also.
Lokesh, I have one question. In line 21,
Yes.
I understand that dot and plus, right?
Yes.
What you have done. And you have two brackets. One is the hyphen wala bracket and one is the capital D wala bracket, right?
Yes.
So one you're saying is up until that, and
Yes.
one you're saying after that, right?
Yes.
So why is there less than equal to and here it is just equal to? Can you tell me what is the difference?
So I understood it as less than equal to here, meaning up unto and including. And I think this can only be used when you're doing a pre-match. I was looking for this very specific situation of how to match up until and including. And for this, I think I just saw a Stack Overflow answer. So I
Okay, no. What will happen if you use equal to alone?
But I think it will also. Okay. Oh,
It's including that. Is it?
no, sir. I think it is the same.
No, it's including the minus, no?
No, sir, it's
Yes, it's including them.
yes, sir.
I understand. Okay. What if you do that for D?
So less than and equal to.
It will include it, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. But then if you're using it before, then you have to not, I mean, use less than. Otherwise,
They describe it as a preceding match or something.
Okay.
Before the pattern, you can use it. So because it gives us this extra space on both the sides, this ends up being a string instead of a number. So it has the type of characters. In order to make it numeric, we're using parse underscore double, which is a tidyverse function, which returns to a numeric value.
Sorry, what return what as numeric value here?
We extracted this particular part,
Yes.
the space 27 space. So because there are spaces around it.
Okay. I think Lokesh, you can select line 33 till 35 without the pipe. have a look, Shruti. This is what you'll get if you don't use parse as double. Okay, just
Okay.
keep in mind that everything is a character with a space left and right. Okay. Now, if he's using the function parse double for this, it will force it to be a double, and now it will be a number instead of a character.
Okay.
Because there are spaces in that particular string that he's trying to clean, it is considering it to be still a string.
Okay.
So now you're forcing it, that saying that no, this is not a string, it's a double. Parse, try to look at convert it into a double. I think we have also used parse double once, right?
Yes, so that is when I learned that.
Okay,
So
good.
the rest
Can
is
you move
the-
forward? Yeah.
This is what we did in yesterday's class, the pivot longer that we did. So because I ran janitor before itself, I had to use this variable name. Number of facilities by performance. And I did the performance category one first, and after that the performance parameters. And these are the names to and values to that I assigned. And after that, so in order to clean those, because once again,
Lokesh, can you just show us the results after cleaning the first one? Performance
this
category.
41 or
Yeah, run that line 41 and then show us DF. So what happened here? Once you cleaned it.
I think I didn't run the about thing. I don't know why. Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Ah. Wait. Wait. Category. Where did the variable?
You have created the performance category. Huh?
Yeah.
So why don't you close DF there,
Okay.
then open.
Okay, it hadn't been updated. So this was the output for the pivot longer. It created this new variable performance category, and it has these different performance categories.
Okay. Lokesh, I'd like to ask you one question.
Yeah.
Okay, if you, how would you want to represent Madhya Pradesh? In your plot, you want to represent Madhya Pradesh as capital M, small ADHYA, space, capital P, then everything else small as Pradesh, the way we
Yeah.
write it.
Yeah.
Or do you want it as small m, Madhya small letters underscore Pradesh as small letters?
So then type like capital M and capital P.
Okay. You agree now?
Yes.
Yes.
I think that is the reason I wanted to do the janitor thing later on. Okay. If I would have done the janitor thing earlier, look at okay, now run something after line 45. What you have written? Yeah. No.
This view.
No, after that. Performance parameters, right?
Yeah.
Now, after that, you can view the DF.
Oh, even yesterday I ran into the same problem. I think I worked around it by changing the order of running these two, but I forgot to arrange them well.
Okay. Why don't you put that up and down?
I'll have to undo it. Clear
Yeah,
the.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can clean it. You can just run from things from top again. It won't matter. Even if you clean, because you don't have much things written here. Running all. The best thing what I would do is I would select everything from down to up, not up to down. Wherever you want things to run, not all of them. Till where you want things to run. No. Line 56, no? You're trying to do line 56, right? Yeah. Go up, go up, go up. Yeah. Now run everything.
These are the two new.
Yeah. Yesterday we had this O capital and average, overall average, and we had minimum as capital letters and maximum as capital. The way you would like. So this is why I did not want to change it. Anyway, it's totally up to you.
I hadn't thought that.
Does there is something called as greater than 300? Is there a variable called greater than 300 in your original data?
I think so.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Look at your original data. I mean, run df once again and look at names or glimpse. Run line 10 and 12. Will be enough.
Yes.
So it's greater than 200, right?
Yes.
300. So, but then when you have cleaned it, it has become 300, isn't it?
Yes.
So you have lost some information.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to be a little more careful on that. That is why I have, though I did not tell you why I did that, but this is a good opportunity to be a little more, meticulous about why and how and things. Okay.
Okay.
So I know that I only must have told you the first thing you need to do is you need to clean the names. Okay. But then when these kind of things occur, you have to also see, okay, what should be the best way to go about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm happy. You want to continue further a little?
Yes, I just. So we have come until here. And these are the variables, new variables that we created. Performance parameter, number of delivery, performance category, number of facilities. And then finally, because there's a lot of redundant extra, I mean, what we actually want is the final part of these things, like whether it's average, maximum, or minimum. Similarly, here we want this final number only. And this repeating bit is redundant. So in order to clean that, so I once again passed it to mutate and the performance parameters first cleaning them using str remove. So it says that regular expressions are greedy by default. So when we say dot, it means any character. Then plus means any characters after that. And when we say underscore, instead of matching the first underscore, it will always try to match the final underscore, like how much ever it can maximum capture in a pattern. So that way it will start at the beginning and go up until the final underscore. So when we run this, we'll only have the final part that we required. We can test that. here we can see that it matches out the part that it matches the part that we wanted to remove, which is how we end up with what we wanted. And similarly, for the second part, the performance category, so what we are doing here is we are saying match anything, and the question mark, as we read. So here, the first question, first we'll type the part which is within parentheses. So here, as we read before, it says up until, and we want to say up until the first digit, because here we know that the digit and everything after that is significant to us. And in order, like we said, the regular expressions are greedy. So in order to make it stop at the very first, instead of going up until the last, we specify another question. And this will
Yep, yes. So regular expressions are not just greedy, they're also greedy on RAM. Okay.
Is it
That's why
taking that long because of that?
Yeah, it's greedy on RAM. Anyway, yeah, there must be better ways to do this. See, it's always good to break things down in a little more easier steps. Okay, I think. See, it's done. It has selected the last one. 0 it is selected. Why?
But I think I ran the one before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lokesh, can you copy lines 33 to 36?
Yeah.
Paste it in the bottom. And now use this way if you have to. Just run select performance category DF dollar. Yeah, if you would not have if you would not have used janitor in early, then this would be a very good thing to use it as your factors, right?
Oh.
Okay, you don't have to clean anything further. This would be the ideal thing. Okay. Now, why don't you use the same method for the second one, performance parameters. So instead of for performance parameters, what you'd like to do is now I should be -1.
Minus?
Yeah, try and see what's happening. Why don't you just see what performance parameters string it looks like in the console itself? Yeah, you can use underscore, or you can say, yeah, you can say underscore. You can use underscore. Yeah, I equals to -1. See?
So how does the -1?
-1 means starts on the back.
Okay.
It's faster, no?
Yes.
So regular expressions, though they might look very, but I'm telling you, regular expressions very, very powerful. Okay. Once you know how to speak the language, it's very powerful. But then one of the challenges is that it's a little difficult to make things work unless and until you have good expertise. Second thing, it's a little bit slow.
Hmm.
I hope I was able to make clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now that we have done, Anand, I think this would be a very good starting point now. Now that you have this, deliveries data set, now you should come up with questions and answer those questions and things, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think that I can leave it at this for now, and very quickly let me do a roundup in the sense that. How are you guys faring when it comes to what do you call it? I know you guys are not able to find time. Totally understandable. I know that many of you are struggling with the systems that you have. That's also understandable. But how do we go from here? Because I want to uh, ensure that there is a timeline for us in the sense that in the next 1 month or whatever, what are we going to learn? Because these and all exercises are fine. We're still troubleshooting. But when can we actually get a date on? We can work on something more tangible. In the sense, when are we doing all the homework that is needed to do, and everybody's on the same page, so that we can go a little more advanced from here. Because much of what we are trying to do is that we are trying to make you work, but for that we need systems, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when do you think we can do that?
Sir, my laptop will be available by Saturday, right? So by this weekend I can catch up. I'm thinking like whatever was.
Parthi, you have a very good laptop now. No, you
Yes,
have no
I have got.
troubles. Yeah.
Yes.
Lokesh, I think you have a good enough laptop. I mean, you're able to work things out. Subarna,
Sir, after I get the salary from next month, then I will try.
so maybe from next
Because I
week.
have shifted the job
Oh,
new here.
yeah, but then you can actually start maybe like what Shruti has done. She has, what did you do? Beg, borrow, or steal, Shruti?
It's borrow, sir. Like actually, I got it from the laptop repair itself. I requested them that I need to work daily. So
So you beg
yes,
or borrow. Yeah, borrow. Borrow is a better
borrow.
option. No? Yeah, borrow. Yeah, sorry. So, Subarna, I think you have two options because you don't want to suggest the third one.
Sir, this is new place. I don't think stealing will be a good idea here.
Hmm.
So I will ask someone they can.
Because there's no point in reading maths textbooks. No, you have to work it out.
Yes,
Okay.
I will arrange.
Yeah, because otherwise, then there's no point. Everybody else will go ahead when we will stay back. No, and that we don't want. I hope I know that you are following everything, and I appreciate that. But what I want for you to do is also to work on your own this thing. Maybe I can then force you to share your screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, what do we do today? Because I also want to get all the hardware set so that we can go ahead a little further. But maybe I understand that maybe next week might be a good time for us to start thinking about everybody being on the same page in terms of hardware. But what do we do for the next week? do we do a little more of data wrangling and data visualization? Are you guys comfortable with ggplot and how to make plots, or you want to practice more on that?
You feel comfortable with the basic plot?
You are now
Basic.
comfortable?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Basic plot we can make, but like just
You
Okay.
mentioned
Now
interactive.
if I give you an R code, you can at least identify that it is R code. That much I hope you know.
Yeah.
And you can at least you can say there is a better way to do this. That much you can say. If there is a tidy way of doing it, you'll at least. I think by now you know how to Google it.
Yes, sir.
Googling is a very important skill. Okay, Googling you can do, right? But I just want to make it official that we're all on the same track now. Okay. When do we? So I want to go a little further. I want you to be comfortable with working on your own data sets, so that I can force you to work on Quarto and R Markdown and make at least a blog or something. Maybe once you get a laptop or this thing better, I can then go ahead and insist that you work on GitHub, create an account there, and you can create your own web page, a small web page, things like that. But for that also we need for you to be a little more comfortable with R. Right now it's not possible that I expect that from you. I understand, but that is where I want you to be, so that at least you can create a web page on your own. Okay? And then you can share that link, and then that's a unique achievement. How many of you have web pages? I think Lokesh has one. No?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about the others?
No, sir.
I don't have.
No, sir.
No, I'm not counting Facebook, Instagram. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So would it be something that you're interested in?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Will it be something that you're really interested in, or just okay?
No, sir. I'm really.
no, sir.
Not really interested, huh?
No, I said
Interested,
I'd
really
love to be able.
They meant really interested.
Really interested. Okay,
Yes.
that I'll park it for some future time. Okay, so web page, building a web page, sharing your research as a interactive document is on the table, right? You're not averse to that idea, no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So, but if you want to get there, we will have to be a little more comfortable with working with your own data sets. Yeah. Because, and also a little more of visualization, and through visualization, some new packages so that we can have interactive graphics.
Okay, sir.
But before that also, web page is the second part. I want you to make a presentation in R. In R. Presentation.
Okay.
PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoint, yeah, you can. I don't want to say PowerPoint presentation, but yeah, definitely a PowerPoint presentation can be made in R. But there are better ways to present things. I think by now you already know. Okay.
Going
I
through
want.
form.
Sorry.
No, sorry. The presentation thing.
Okay. Presentations. Presentations is a. Then it will elevate your experience in the sense that these are things that you really use every day, right? Maybe to take an undergraduate class, or to have your own seminar, something.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
share these slides as a web page as well.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are the things that you really need when you're actually showcasing your research to the global community. That is the first thing. So I think along with web pages, presentations are also online. Maybe 1 week we can take on presentations, 1 week we can take on web pages. But what else? This is again, these are the carrots that I'm showing you. But I want you to be comfortable with the rest of the salad as well.
Okay.
So what I'm asking is, what are you not comfortable yet in? See, I'm not even bringing up things like epidemiology, biostatistics, spatial epidemiology, infectious disease modeling, time series analysis. These are things that uh, eventually we'll get there. Provided you do the homework. And for the homework, you need systems. And for that also, you should spend a little more time. I cannot expect you to be very well versed with time series analysis in 1 week or two, 3-hour sessions or 2-hour sessions or whatever. So that is why I'm asking you. I know Dr. Gurpreet would have said that you should be a little more focused on your projects and things. Start working on it now itself and all of that. But what I feel is uh, you can also take one data set which is publicly available. I can give it to you right now, and I can ask you to do whatever you want with it. Okay, and we can spend time on it in the sense that you can present to us this is what I'm doing, and we can give in your ideas. Maybe that itself you can make it as a presentation. Okay, because it's one and the same. It's an RMD document or a QMD document. It's one and the same. And now it's just that you change the format from a presentation to a. Okay. What I'll do now, right now, is that I'll take a data set from somewhere. Maybe we can just choose whatever it is, and then I'll very quickly make a presentation. Nothing, 5 slides or 10 slides. Is that okay?
Okay.
You're fine with it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me share my screen. Not using. Just once. If you find something, meanwhile, you can just let me know. I'm just browsing. Huh?
So anything from Tidy Tuesday?
Great. See, these are all the data sets for Tidy Tuesday. Okay, but these are wild data sets. No, there's one on cupcakes. There is one on cats. There is one on Bob Ross paintings, and these are a little more wild than what I'm used to. But if you prefer anything, you just let me know. UFO sightings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys can suggest one. Meanwhile, you can do your own searching now. I am just doing my own searching.
Yes.
Okay, maybe one day, I don't know if you guys are in there, but do you know what is an API?
Yes,
What is it?
it's a means for programs to communicate between each other without
Okay.
our active interaction.
So, what? So, in the sense that you can actually, you don't even have to open this data.gov.in. You can just request an API or API request from your RStudio itself, saying that I know what data I want, go and get it. So you don't have to move away from this.
I
mean,
when
your
we had asked us to work on our own data, I was trying to create a data out of Wikipedia's API for Rajnikant's filmography, but it seemed too complex, so I gave up.
I'm actually bored of. I think this is hypertension for me.
There was a Hollywood age gap data and tidy to this. Because of that, I got inspired and I wanted to make something like that for India.
Where is that?
So in the top, I think. No, sir, there only. But, number 7.
Would have been interesting.
They had made a very, very nice website with this. I was very.
Yeah, by now you guys would have had lots of data, no? No?
Your own data.
Data. I don't want to use data.gov.in always because you might think that I'm getting paid for this. Yes, public data sets. Hegel will come, I hope. I hope not.
So in all the R examples, we use packages that are in like data that is in
Yeah.
R, empty car.
Yeah. But I'm purposefully not using R packages because that will give you a HPV vaccination. Health services disruption. COVID zero surveillance. Access mentality. Everywhere COVID only. And any interesting data, why don't you search for it now online and let me know so that we can save time. No, I want things to be a little more relevant to health and India. That is why. It's not that I don't like Tidy Tuesdays. I love Tidy Tuesdays.
So there was some SRS data in the
Sorry?
SRS data.
Which data?
SRS, sample registration survey.
SRS data. Where did you see that?
In the
Here? Huh?
SRS, yes. Below.
So SRS data. Can you just share the link?
No, so in this page also. Just
once. Meanwhile, why don't you guys try to look for a data? I'm just taking it.
Yeah.
This is NHM funds. Did you find anything?
I got on simple data set, sir, but instead of states, they have written only first two letters, A, Z, something like that.
That is fine. That is fine. Can you share the link or something?
Just a sec.
I'm looking for something a little more complex, actually.
Yeah, and I don't
I-
think this suits me.
Shruti, you were saying something?
No, sir, I just thought I got a data, but it has vaccine coverage. It's from the WHO, vaccine coverage of Southeast Asian regions or BCG. But it just has target and doses coverage. Nothing more. So, let's see.
I think AHS survey only is the better option.
Sir, is country wise, but
That's a country-wise one.
Sorry, sir. I just got the similar data, like vaccine coverage on each country, like individual country for BCG from 2000 to 2000. It's 22.
Okay, HMIS is to provide data, no? I'll just what I'll do is I think I've downloaded one data set one other day to show you somewhere along there. AHS combined Chhattisgarh Gamtari data. This data is 248 MB. Let's see. This is the data. Okay. This is from one district called Gamtari in Chhattisgarh. How many households? 3,52,980. Is it good enough?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I think we should do away with small data sets. Okay. Let us try with this. Is that okay with you?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Which
You're not comfortable. But then I'm worried that will you guys be able to do it on your own?
So we will try definitely.
we can try, sir.
What I'll do is, should I put it on WhatsApp, the data set?
Yes.
Possible? Why don't you try? What I'll do is I'll create. What is step 0?
New project.
No project.
Where should I put the data?
New
Data
project.
for
No
Data.
data.
I put it in a folder called data. This is the data. It's 248 MB. All right.
yes.
Okay. I hope though I'm silent, you understand what I'm doing.
Yes.
There are 98 columns. Quite a bit of data, isn't it?
Yes.
Fine. Now tell me, what do you want to do? Do you like to look at age and gender? First, one of the most common things.
Yes, sir, we can see the distribution.
Okay. All that there are, because I know this data, I'm just going to give it to you. The data on age and gender is a little different in the sense that variable number 9 is date of birth, variable number 19 is date of birth, variable number 20 is month of birth, variable number 21 is year of birth. And then and then there is 22 is age. Okay. Did you guys sorry?
So the top in the column specifications is dead migrated is what type?
Sorry?
Logical. So the top where they first specified the column number and the number
Which
of.
one? Which one? Which one?
So when you first loaded the data,
Yeah.
the time when it gave the specification. Yes, so that character double and logical.
Is dead or migrated. Logical means it's true or false variable. Okay.
Hmm.
Logical means true or false. It might be a wrong column. Let me show you what I mean by a wrong column. Because a DF dollar is dead migrated, and then I look at the head of it. It's NA. Okay. But then if I look at the class of it, it's logical. Okay. But then if I summary as well, it says, yeah, I can create an empty logical variable, but when I read it, it was read as, I can specify when I read it that don't read it as logical, read it as any or double or numeric, right? So this might be something that is inherently this thing. It just it's nothing. It's an empty variable. There are yeah, because when I asked for it summary, it said there is nothing. It's empty. Everything is an empty. Okay. Sometimes this happens. That is why the first thing I did was look at the head. Okay. So if you come back and look at the date of birth, you have 0, 0, 6, 15, 20, etc. etc. You have month of birth and year of birth. Okay. And then you have the age as well. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So Either you use the actual age of birth, age, or you create a age value based on this data.
You bring it.
Yeah, but this data alone will not be enough for you to create, because you have the date of birth. I mean, you can create the date of birth. You can say this is 1st of January in 1971, but then you don't know when the survey was conducted, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So ideally, there should be a variable called date of survey, which is really not here, I think. This is the line list, huh?
Yes.
Mm.
Sir, another thing is in the date of birth, in the date, some there is a 0.
Yeah, that's also a thing. When you don't know, when some people don't know their date of birth, they say this is the year I was born. So if it is unknown, they usually put 00.
Okay.
Okay. So for us, the smart thing will be to consider age as age. So, let us see, let us explore age. You can just say age $, $DF age, and then you can ask for its summary. Very quick way of looking at, minimum is 0, maximum is 108 years, which I don't think so is a wrong thing. First quartile, median, mean, and this thing. There are out of 3.5 lakhs, 39,000 are NS, which is, how much is this? What is the missing percentage?
Somewhere around 10.
Less than 10%. 10%, is it? How much
So
is
less
it?
than 10, it's 3.5. And
Yeah, it's 11%. So.
Hmm.
Fine. Yeah, I will take that. It's not a very big issue. Okay. What about gender? You want to check gender? Gender, how is gender represented?
So
Oh,
at what point would that have been significant? Like the number of NA? Like you had said that 11 is okay.
Yeah, this is a large scale survey, right? Some of the data is NA. Usually, how much missing percentage would you allow in your data?
So I don't know if there are any standards for that.
Oh, okay. Usually, if people don't know, I think some of this data is when the resident is not there at home. Okay. I think if I remember correctly, this data is again 2014. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Residents, there should be some currently dead out or migrated, and these kind of variables are there. This is basically the line listing of the data for every household. How many people are there? Okay. All of that. I don't want to open this, but you see, you have the household number, you have the client household ID, you have
Yeah.
the state, district, rural or urban, the stratum of the, sampling frame or whatever, the PSU ID, the house number. So, for example, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 people are there in this house. Get my point? Currently dead or migrated. We don't know what 2 is now, so we'll just leave that. Male, female is there. We don't know if there are any transgenders. Let us very quickly look at here. Count, sex. There are no transgenders in this district. I mean, at least in the sample. Okay. So I think the distribution of male, female is also not far off. It's almost equal. It will be. Anyway. So if I have to very quickly look at the distribution, This is how it is.
Okay.
So this is a normal distribution.
Yes.
What do you think is this distribution?
Right skewed distribution.
Right skewed, left tail. What is it? Right tail, left tail.
Right.
Right,
It's a right skewed histogram.
right skewed.
So right tail.
You have to be careful, huh? In what you're saying. It's not right skewed, it's right tail. Skewness is towards the
Left.
left. If I'm not wrong,
So,
let
but
me just check one.
That is the same, no, sir.
But it's right.
The skew is the direction of the tail is what we
With direction of tail, no, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, like that's how I remember you.
Oh yeah. Correct. Sorry. Yeah, right skewed means that the mean will be higher than the median, will be higher than the mode. Is it? Sorry, the reverse, no?
Reverse, sir.
The median will be lesser than the mode will be lesser than the median, which will be lesser than the mean. Let us look at this summary. So basically, median will be lesser than the mean, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Median is lesser than the mean. Fine. Okay. Now,
Sir, why the frequency is showing 30,000?
because you have more than 3 lakh population in this sample,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
isn't it? Yeah, for each. So this is maybe 5 years.
5 years. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
1 to 5 years, there are around 35,000, 36,000, 30,000 between 5 to 10. 10 to 15 might be these many, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you guys have to tell me if I want to find out the age distribution of age and gender, I mean distribution of age and gender, how would I do it?
Sir, as a visualization or
It's up to you. Would you like to visualize? See, I have done, see, you have to get the cues. Line 16 and 17.
Yes, sir.
Why did I do it both ways?
Because
the first uses a table summary, the second uses a visualization.
Yeah, first one is giving me the 5-point summary or 6-point summary, whatever it is.
Yes.
And just to visualize whether what I'm seeing is correct, I just wanted to look at the distribution as well,
Okay.
isn't it? So similarly, if you want to look at the relationship between age and gender combined, how would you do it?
So we could group by sex and then look at the age distribution.
Group by sex, DF, then by group by sex, and then what do you want to do?
Then summary for
Summary.
age.
Summary
For age.
for age. This is what you want?
Yes.
Have I ever typed it correctly?
Yes. Sir.
What happened?
And the output is not filling.
What happened?
So it seems to be giving it for every variable.
every variable is
So the correct syntax is summarize what you want to compare the mean, median, mode. What you want to
So all of them,
compare? All of what?
some mean, median, mode, and the quartile.
Okay. There is no mean.
Median.
Let us see what that means. Says it cannot convert the function. So mean will say NA. Why mean will say NA?
Because there
Mean will say whenever there are any unknown values.
What to do now?
Na.rm is equal to so your video or maybe it's in binary.
Is there any difference?
Yes, sir.
Is there any difference between mean and age?
I think only 0.1. No big difference.
Could this difference be significant statistically?
No.
We can check.
We can check.
How would you like to check? How do you like to check? Sorry? Chi-square.
Yes, sir. We can do that. Like any association.
Chi-square.
Standard for the standard deviation.
No. How would you like to check? I think Shruti, for
Yes,
you,
sir.
they should not you should not do this blunder. No?
Okay,
Chi-square
sir.
is a test of proportions.
Yes, sir. That's what I thought.
Okay.
It's not for this.
You have to check the means, right? Test of means.
Yeah.
Test of means by group. So it's a t-test, isn't it?
Yes,
So
yes.
t dot test, and then you can open the data set, and then you can say data equals to df equals to df, and then you can say age is dependent on sex. What does it say? You got the t critical value, you got the degrees of freedom, you got the p value, and you got the confidence interval as well. And you also got the same thing, mean in female group, mean in male group, which is nothing but these two. Huh? So it says that the p value is 0.02. That means whatever difference you're finding between male and female is definitely not due to chance. Did I interpret it correctly?
Yes, sir.
So what it says is the mean in the female group for age, mean age, is 27.82, something.
Okay.
And the male group is 27.9291 something. So this difference in 0.10 years, 0.10 years is not due to chance based on the t critical value, the degrees of freedom, and the p value, isn't it? Agree?
So the P value is 0.2.
P value is greater than 0.05. Not
Less than. Sorry, I said 0.2. No? What did I say?
P is 0.02.
but it is 0.20. No?
Yeah, 0.20, not 0.0. Sorry.
That is greater than 0.02.
Yeah, it's greater than 0.02, definitely.
So why is the alternative hypothesis true?
Okay, how do you interpret the p value? Okay.
So it's provided you set a confidence interval, set the alpha as 0.05, then we can say that if it is less than that, then the effect we are seeing is unlikely to be due to that.
Okay, to speak in statistical terms and break things down, p value is the confidence that you put in your data, provided your hypothesis is true. Okay, that means that if there is a real difference between male and female, the confidence that you put in your data is around 20%. Isn't it?
Yes.
That, I mean, this is one other way to interpret it, but that's one of the true ways to interpret it, because many times we interpret p-value many ways, which might not be apt. So what it means is, if there is a real difference between male and female, the confidence that you put in saying that statement is 20%, which is not a huge confidence.
Yeah.
The true difference in the means between the groups is not equal to 0. That is your alternative hypothesis. What is your null hypothesis?
The difference is 0.
Okay. Again, I think interpretation of t-test, chi-square test, and all, these are skills that you as a public health person or a epidemiologist or a, even a medical doctor would have to gain on your own. But yeah, this is t-test. Okay. Now, if you really have to, this is looking at it from a tabular way and a statistical way, right? Agree?
Yes, sir.
Now, how are you going to do it in a visual way?
So we could make 2 line graphs charting the distributions, one for male and one for female.
Mean age of male. But they will come very closer.
This is not an ideal way, isn't it? Histogram is not an ideal way.
Hmm.
Is this an ideal way? Does this seem fine? Fair?
So
Okay,
it gives
let
us
us come
one
back to the histogram. This one, right? Imagine this one, but you are breaking this down to this, right? So it's a density plot. You can say fill equals to color, but then it will still lose the purpose. Okay, so color would be better. Now you're saying that, okay, this is how things are. This is probability. Probability in the sense that and yeah, the probability is same, probability is same. Here it's, so there's not much difference, right? Because
Yes, yes.
everything is the same. You get my point?
Yes.
But you can
Yes.
also, there's one other way you can do this. You can say, you have to think about what one variable is and what the other is. One is a qualitative variable or a continuous variable, which is age, and other one is a categorical variable.
Bye.
So now if you want to compare two different kinds of variables, what I'm coming back to that. We spent a lot of time. I don't know if you guys remember, but it's a box plot. Huh? Do you remember?
Okay, yes.
So what is the center line saying? I can say y equals to that also. That would be much more. Yeah. What does this mean? Can anybody interpret this box plot?
Yes, the middle line is the
Median. 50th
Median.
percentile.
Middle line is median.
Then,
and
Lower line is 25th.
26%.
sorry,
Lower line is
Low.
26th percentile and upper line is 76%.
good, good.
And
Then
the points above that are
above is the outlier.
What
This
is
is
this?
outlier.
What is this? What is this?
So it was sometimes multiplied of the, forgot the factor, 2.5 times.
1 point. Okay. Okay. Just to broadly say, is that the middle line you're correct is the median. That means below this line, 50% of the data is there. And above this line, 50% of the data is. And this whole cube box that you're seeing, the rectangle, represents the
50%
middle 50%. Middle 50%.
Yes.
Okay.
You remember, why is it not here? You look at this distribution. I think you'll appreciate it now. See, how do you, by looking at this itself, you can say it's a right skew. Why? See, how are you saying that it is a right skewed one? Because if it is normally distributed, this would have been here.
Yes.
Okay, the median would have been somewhere around here, 50 years, and both the boxes would be somewhere in between.
Yes.
Isn't it? Do you agree?
Yes.
It is being pushed to one side, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I ask you, what is the first 50%? Between what values and what values the first 50% is?
From
Between 0 and 25 or 27, right?
yes,
The second 50% is between 25 and 100 or 108 or whatever.
8. Yes.
See,
108.
squeezed to one side, right? That is what median is telling you. Median is, see, it's between 0 and 100, for example. It has to be somewhere around here. If it is not, if it is normally distributed, the mean and the median should be the same, right?
Yes.
So they should be somewhere around here. But it's not here. It's pushed towards this side. That is what even the histogram was saying us. Nah? Are you
Yes.
following?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I know that. What time is it? Okay. Is it too far off? Is it? It's already 9:50.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys want to take a break for today?
So you can finish this chain of thought.
Sorry, did you say Game of Thrones?
I said this train of thoughts.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can pick this up next time. Okay. Now, what I wanted to establish was that we can create a very easy 5-slide presentation. Shall we do that?
Yes.
Okay. The same thing, whatever is here, I'll make it as a presentation. Okay. How are you going to do that? Go to new file. Today I will use a quarto presentation, but you can use R Markdown as well. R Markdown as a presentation mode. PowerPoint, PDF, HTML or ISO slides. But just to dangle the carrot a little further, I'll use Quarto. You have no problems, no?
Yes.
No.
Quarto, I'll use Reveal.js. and use Vue.js interruption. I'll remove this part. Okay. Fine. If I knit it right now, Control Shift and what I'll do is I'll create a new folder called
Yes, sir.
presentation. Slides. It's creating a preview, and I have my presentation here. Okay. This is only one slide. Okay. This is the table of contents. There's only one slide. There's no second slide. So what I'll do is I'll say okay, how do you want to start your presentation? Introduction, right? Introduction. Methods. Okay. You all agree with this, whatever I type?
Yes.
I'm just going to knit it now. Okay. Control Shift K is the shortcut. Demo presentation, introduction slide, method slide, result slide, discussion slide. 5 slides are there. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So now, in the introduction slide, this is the data on the from the survey AHS 2014 from the okay. The data has been downloaded from the data.gov.in website. Okay. This data has close to what is the data that you have? I mean, how many rows, how many households, or whatever. Are you
3
hearing?
lakhs entry.
Okay. But what I'll do is, usually what we do is we copy paste things, right?
Hmm.
But what I'll do is I'll just copy this part. I'll create a new R chunk and I'll ask it, don't show anything, show nothing, but run the code. And I don't want to glimpse it. This is just loading the data. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now I can say, Households or individuals?
Households.
Now the question is, how many individuals and how many households? We have household number, isn't it?
Yes.
We want to find out how many unique household numbers are there. Okay? Isn't it?
This thing.
Agree?
Yes.
Each person, now we are having information on each person, right?
Yes.
Okay. This person can be from a single household, right?
Yes.
So household ID unique numbers would be giving us some household underscore NO unique. Isn't it? What is the variable name? It's underscore code. Let me just run this and see what happens. Okay. This is always going to take a little bit of time because this data set is huge. You see the answer. I think 13 households is not a very good number. Nothing.
So it was just house number, not household.
Oh, house number, not household numbers. Good, good. Just 1 second, I need to take this call. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope you understood what I did.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me render this once again. Show you that 13th households will change. This is your status 598 houses.
Yes.
Okay, more believable, but I don't still believe this. Anyway, there could be n number of reasons for that.
Maybe house number from various
Yeah,
data
I
points.
think it's HHID. Okay. household ID. It's a household ID. Yeah, 1 lakh households. That is sample size.
Oh,
Is it believable now?
yes.
Yes.
Fine. Yeah, okay. So this is the basics of this. Now you can make it into a bullet point so that that's what we do now in our presentations. We make everything into bullet points. Okay. I can also, instead of writing this Damtari Chhattisgarh, what I can do is I can say district name
Mm.
is DF dollar district unique, right? Just bear with me. DF dollar state unique,
Shouldn't this be inside a base?
doing that. Okay.
The last time you said if we want to do that, we can directly use space 0, or was it the other way?
You can do that as well. But then what I want to also do is to the sentence case. The sentence case. Just 1 second. I think
Yeah.
I need to Google this. Yeah, str to write. Oh no, str to sentence. The reason I'm doing this is that
If we have to type this more than one.
okay, there are a total of 100 something districts that this survey has been done in. Okay, so what you can do is you can just ask it to prepare 136 presentations for you based on this. You can just specify that, okay, take the first CSV file from this folder and make a presentation. Now take a second one,
Oh.
make a presentation. Take a third one, make a presentation. Okay. You don't have to even give this thing. Okay. I hope I can actually find one more, maybe and tomorrow or something we can find a couple of more similar data sets and we can put it in one folder, and then we can maybe the next one we can do that. But yeah, methods. I'm not going to go into the details of the methodology. You can do it on your own. But the results I would like to show you. Okay. In results, I'd like to say that the mean age of the study. This is what we typically write, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So we can just simply take df. If you have, you can just say age, and then you can round it by 2 digits if you want, or 1 digit, whatever you prefer. No? But we have to mean it. I have to give the mean, and then because you know that there are NAs, right?
Yes.
5 points again, and then this is the mean. But you'd also like to give the standard deviation usually, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
So we can give the LaTeX code for plus minus. Then we can give the standard deviation. Yeah. You see? You see?
Yes.
Is it nice?
Yes. Amazing.
This is what was missing. You have to type which are the units. Na? It could be months as well. Na?
Yes.
Okay, now let us put a plot here, just in bottom of this. Which plot would you like to put? Would you like to put the density plot that you did? Let us do the histogram of the age, na? Just to
Oh.
look at this thing. So we can very quickly create the R chunk. We can say that take df, look at take the age, and would create a histogram for this, and then you can ask it to say that. Okay, let us first do this, and then I'll show you what would the options be. You're following, na?
Yes.
What about the rest?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the plot. Na? By default, you're not getting anything. Okay, this is the plot. You can give the title and things, but you could also, if you want to convert it to a GC plot, you can say GC plot, and then you can say geo gram AES. See, give this.
Yes.
So now imagine that you want another slide on gender. So you can either you can add 3 dashes to specify that I need new slide, and then you can say the is as follows. Then you can bring in an R chart. Because I'm lazy, what I can just do, I can just use this, or I think, but this might not be a very good ideal way to, present the data. Oh, I think it's cable KBL. Says that there's no function called KBL. KBL is coming from the cable extra package. You can either this package cable extra, or you can directly type it's knitter cable. Okay. It's like knitter table, so it's called cable. Just see the difference between this and that. See the difference?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is that. If you want, you can add one more plot. It's also possible for you to make two divisions. Okay. Left side table, right side plot, things like that. Maybe next time we can do that, but just have a look at this presentation. It opens in a, I can put this full screen, F11, F11. Okay. Go here, demo presentation of Mitra. This is an introduction, methods, these are the results. How quick was it to make? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
It's quite helpful and friendly. Full screen, you can go into the presentation mode as well. Anyway, I think let us not go there. Okay. I hope this has been helpful.
Yes.
Yes.
How do you add thank you slide?
Three dash.
Just make a note of 2. When I say 2 hash, that means second level header, it is the slide title. Okay. But when I use this, it's the center.
Okay.
Definitely you can make it justified and you can make it center, and all of that is possible. That can do later on. But if you really want to very quickly make slides, this is the way.
Yes.
Should we stop here?
Yes, sir.
You want to go further? I think sorry.
If you could just give some direction for what we could do with this data set by the time we meet next time.
I would like for you to explore it. Okay.
Okay.
It may not be this data set. The reason I was trying to get this data set is that it's like 100 different variables are there. Okay. So you have huge exploration. If you look at the limbs, you have data on rural or urban. Okay. Majority of them are rural. How many of them are staying at home? what is the marital status, how many, what is the occupation status, what do they have any illness, do they have any disability, do they have injury, do they have any kind of this thing, what do they chew, uh, have they ever smoked, have they ever drank alcohol. This person did never drink alcohol, never smoked, but choose gutka and pan.
Yes.
And this person is a female, isn't it?
Yes.
Who is 40 years of age.
Hmm.
He or she has been smoking or chewing for how long? Anyway, does she have a radio? All of that, based on this, you can calculate something called as a, what is it? Socioeconomic index. Huh? What is that?
The socioeconomic scale.
No. There is an index that you calculate
Mm.
based on these parameters. Yes, you have radio, do you have a bike, do you have a phone, do you have a computer, and things like that. It's used in the national NCDS survey and things like that. I think you should have a look at this. Do they have a tractor? Do they have any land? How much land do they have? And things like that. And do they have any health, insurance? What scheme they use? Are they covered by health scheme? If yes, then what? Then what about? I think you have enough kind of variables, no, to work on. Residential pakka house, or what is the source of the drinking water, and sure toilet is there or not, and things like that. Which toilet they use? This person use open defecation. He goes to the field, bush, or jungle, etc. It's a woman. She and this is in Chhattisgarh, Damtari.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have different ideas. Just look at it and
Okay.
or you can, if you prefer, I would like for you to find out the prevalence of open air defecation, or I would like you to find out the relationship between open air defecation and education.
Oh.
I would like for you to find out the prevalence of different forms of tobacco by age groups.
Understood.
What do children do more?
Yeah.
What is the usual mean age for an alcoholic or a person who has never drank, ever drank, ex-drinker, things like that. I want you to explore the status element. And it would be perfect if you could create a presentation as well.
Yes.
But I know that this is a data set that is little more intensive in terms of computation. So your computers might not, it might go into the seizure mode now. So I don't want to crash your computer. So you can take a subset, but then it's totally up to you. If you're, I think Parthi, you can give it a go.
Yes.
Yeah, you can give it. But the rest, I think Lokesh, if you want, you can also try.
Yes, I'll definitely.
Shruti, you can take use of your Asus laptop now.
Yes, sir.
And Subarna, I think for now, if it is possible, why don't you give it a try? I think Subarna is gone. Okay. Anyway, so anything else you want to ask? No, there is n number of things that you can do still, but I'm not going to go there. Okay, maybe later on, based on your inputs and inferences, what you drew from the data, you can go forward. Okay. This week it's this Saturday, Sunday might be a little tight for me. I may not be able to join. Is that okay?
Even I'm not free this
Yes.
week, so I was going to say.
So can we meet on first and Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then if you have any doubts, you're running across any kind of issues, I think you can definitely message in the group. Need not be your own group. You can message it on my personal number as well. I will try to address
Sir,
that.
we should fix on that workshop dates because
Yeah, I know. Today was Dr. Gurpreet's Viva
okay.
OC. So
Okay.
maybe tomorrow I'll travel to the beach. I was
Sure.
not. I'm in my hometown, so not in
Okay.
one. Okay, but irrespective of that, we should continue this as well. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay then.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you, sir.